Hello everyone, it is me Sasha Kawaii Cat and 'tis the season. And no, I don't mean Christmas, it is of course the month of Halloween. I actually don't know what day Halloween is. I've always just thought of the entire month as the month of Halloween, but I'm probably not the only one who thinks like this. But anyway, it is around this time I start noticing my fellow artists online doing themes for the month. Some monster themed, some not so much. I know some artists do Blacktober, and Luigi, a YouTuber I follow, does something she calls Pretty Boy-tober, which I think is pretty cool and sort of inspired this video. So I decided it was time to make a sort of vague Halloween type video as well. I'm not very great at drawing monsters, so I decided that for this video I would be doing beautiful alien boys, because I like designing pretty aliens, and aliens are sort of monsters, I guess. At least they can be. But anyway, let's get to the drawings. So, the first drawing that I did is this sort of four-armed, beautiful alien, floral-themed alien guy. This one I had a lot of fun doing, so I wanted to go for a design that was very much a warm tone. That was sort of a theme that I wanted to follow through with doing this video. I wanted to do sort of alien characters that had either like a warm tone or a cool tone. The truth is I don't actually know that much about, color theory and colors, even though I'm an artist. I'm still learning like everyone else. But that was sort of the initial theme and idea that I wanted to go with. Partway through, I sort of got rid of that idea because initially what I did was I used this app called Just Palette, I believe that's the name, to select a color palette to do for my alien designs. You can see that I have it in the corner there. But when I tested out the colors, I didn't really like the color palette that I was using. You can see that I actually did two color scheme for this design. I did one where his skin was more of a green color, but I ended up changing that. To talk about the design for a bit, usually I draw guys with like very long hair. Not always, but a lot of the time. And I think when I started designing this guy, I started out with giving him, pretty long hair, and then I decided to sort of, get out of my comfort zone and do a more short hairstyle. I wanted something that, defied gravity, went up instead of down, and I wanted it to look like it was not really hair, but a part of his body, and kind of plant-like. So that's what I went with. I also wanted his outfit for his outfit that he's wearing. I wanted it to look like he comes from a planet where the weather is very much constantly warm, lots of sunshine. So he's not wearing like a lot of clothes really, because, he doesn't need to cover up that much. Lots of plants, lots of flowers around him. I thought it was cute. And, I gave him multiple eyes because, I was thinking that's sort of like a distinct thing among like alien designs for them to have multiple limbs, multiple eyes. So I thought that was a good design choice, and I liked that choice that I went with. And I think what I was trying to go for was something more like plant-based, which is why, to go back to the color scheme for a moment, I decided to get rid of a lot of the yellow that I was using and the orange and sort of go with more of a greenish color, which I think that was a good choice because I do like how it looks, and I also like pink as a color. I thought those two colors would blend well together, so I decided to, add a little yellow gradient here and there, and I think that worked well for his design. At the end of the day, I think he turned out pretty well. I don't have a name for him. If you guys, if you guys want to come up with names for these characters, you can post them in the comments below. And, when I upload the official drawings, I'll add their names to the designs. But yeah, I like how this one turned out, and that is the finished design. Please let me know what you think and leave your comments below. for the second design, I wanted to keep with the theme of having like a warm color palette. While I was working on it, I was still, thinking, oh, I was gonna have like a warm color palette, but obviously that sort of changed down the line. But as for design, I was sort of thinking that this alien is from a planet that's really more earthy. So whereas the first guy, his planet is more, floral and warm and lots of plant life, this guy is from like a sort of more earth. Well, how would I describe this? Like lots of fire, magma, dirt. Like he's from like a dirt planet. Not a lot of plant life, not a lot of like sunshine, just a lot of like lots of dark colors, lots of earth, lots of fire, magma, lava. I'm saying those words right? Right? Leave a comment below and let me know if I'm saying those words right. But yeah, I think you guys get the idea of what I was thinking with this character. Something I wanted to keep with the designs is I really sort of thought about what planet these characters are from and what those planets would be like. So for this guy, his outfit is more of like armor. So for like the first guy, he's wearing an outfit that's a little bit more revealing, a lot of plants and a lot of floral elements to it, because it's sort of based on his surroundings. And this guy's outfit is also based on his surroundings. He's from an area that's more, more rough. So he's wearing something that's akin to like armor. I was sort of thinking maybe his planet is like, maybe there's a lot of fighting on his planet as well. I'm not sure. Maybe not. Maybe it's a peaceful planet, but because of the let's say the way the area is, the way the planet is, he has to wear outfits that really protects his body. I also, initially, you could see in the coloring process that I sort of gave him a golden type hair before I changed it to look more like fire. I was sort of playing around with the color scheme and trying to think about, what I wanted it to be. And I really ended up going with this sort of like, bright color scheme. Lots of red and brown. I was really thinking about like Avatar, characters like Fire Lord Ozai and Zuko when I designed this guy, hence the hair and the sort of color scheme. But while still, designing my own thing and making it look original, I guess. I also, while I was drawing, you notice he doesn't have any ears. I was thinking about that, like what elements I could keep or remove from this character since he's an alien. Like in Steven Universe, I don't even know if the characters have like ears. I think they do, but it's not always visible. And I was sort of thinking about that. I don't know if that's his ears on the side or if it's just like, jewelry. I'm not sure. But either way, I like how this one turned out. I like the design. I think it turned out pretty well. Yeah, I like this one. This one turned out pretty good. Next, we have a character that is more of a cool, color scheme. So, this is the part where we get to the more, cool colors, I guess, even though I think I sort of got rid of that idea halfway through. I didn't really follow the palettes that I made in Just Palette that much. But for this guy, I think what I was thinking with this guy is that he comes from an area that's very cold, but it doesn't actually, affect him. Like he's sort of immune to like cold weather. So I wanted his outfit to communicate that maybe he comes from a weather that is cold. Hence the big the hood and the multiple layers, right? But also it doesn't actually affect him. It's just like a fashion. It's just fashion. It's just their style, I guess. Which is why I have him in sort of like a cropped shirt to show that, you know, the weather around him doesn't really affect him that much. It's just fashion. You can also see that I was trying to draw some abs. I'm not very good at drawing those. I've mentioned that before, but I always try. I'm still practicing. Also for his design, his ears and his hair and stuff like that, I wanted him to look sort of, you know, water themed, since that's the sort of color scheme I was going with. And also I gave him water hair because I thought that would look cute, and I like that choice. There's also scales on his outfit, sort of a very sea themed design. So there are water elements, and there are indications that he's like water based, and he lives in a place that is like very cool, very cold. At least I hope I communicated that with the design. Here you can see me adding some yellow to his design. I added some like gold patterns here and there, but I immediately got rid of them, and I kind of regret it. I feel like the yellow and the goldish color really like popped out against the blue. It was a good design choice, I think, but I did get rid of it. I think because I was still thinking about, you know, sticking to cool colors versus warm color, but I sort of got rid of the idea anyway, so I think I should have just kept the yellow. For the design, like to talk about the design for a bit, I bought this book recently, 2 books actually. So it's the Marvel encyclopedia and the DC character encyclopedia, I guess, something like that. And I was looking through at some of the designs to like you know, look at some pose and stuff like that, and looking at how they draw abs and all of that. And it kind of helps me a bit with the design, I think, like just a little bit, at least when it comes to like stuff like the shoes and stuff like that. But I like how this one turned out. I don't know if there's anything I would really change about him. Maybe I would bring back the gold, because I think that worked pretty well. I also had to look up a tutorial to like draw the water in his hair because I didn't know how to draw it. But I think I did an okay job, so I think it turned out okay. Next up, we have a character that is also in the sort of cool color scheme, even though I sort of abandoned the color scheme. I keep having to say that so that you guys don't think, wait a second, is this really like a cool color scheme? Because I don't really know. I don't know anything about colors, you guys, not really. Like, I'm an artist and everything, but as I said, I'm still learning. But so for this guy, I still, you know, I still stuck with the purple and the blues and stuff like that as a color scheme, but I added some red elements in this drawing. So for the design, I wanted this character to sort of look like more space themed. I couldn't really like decide what planet this guy is really from. Like, what would his planet be like? He seems like a more like godly type alien creature, but I'm not very sure. Initially, I wanted him to have multiple, arms like the first character, but I couldn't find a pose that I thought looked good, so I just got rid of that idea. I still kind of regret it. I think I should have tried harder, but I didn't want to spend too long on the drawing. I spent so long trying to figure out, how to draw his hands, and I think I actually got to a point where I drew them correctly, but it just didn't look right to me, so I erased them and I kept going back and forth on the hands, and it was pretty frustrating. So I really wasn't in the mood to like try drawing, more arms. So I kind of regret it still, because the first guy is the only one with the multiple limbs and multiple eyes, but it's fine. I think the other designs still work. But I did have fun drawing this guy. I think for his outfit, I wanted him to have something akin to like a superhero type outfit. Usually in comic books, particularly the female characters have sort of revealing outfits. I sort of wanted to have that element on my character, even though he's male, and sort of give him like a skin tight type outfit. I thought that would be interesting. And little patches here and there on his outfit that are a bit revealing. I don't know, I thought this will look cute. He's supposed to be pretty, and maybe he comes from a planet that's people just dress how they want and wear whatever, I guess. I don't know. I like what I did. I also really wanted to do like galaxy type hair. I think partway through I was sort of thinking if I was trying to decide whether I wanted more parts of his outfit to have like a galaxy theme as well, like, you know, stars and stuff on it, but I decided to just limit that to his hair, and I think that was a good idea. I think that works. For a lot of these designs, I sort of ended up giving them like little belts with, you know, little bags on their sides, or satchels, whatever it's called, which I don't know, maybe I was thinking they're sort of adventurous as well. Maybe they all meet up, all of the 4 pretty alien boys meet up at the end and they form like a superhero team or an adventuring team or something like that, and they're all just really hot friends. I don't know what the story is. I like the designs I came up with. I think this guy looks pretty cute as well. So those are all the designs. Please let me know which one is your favorite and which one you like the best. You can comment that below. I read all the comments, so I will see it. On a separate note, I also have a Ko-fi account where I'll be uploading the full resolution drawings. You can also find them on my social media account, but if you want to see the full resolution thing, that will be on my Ko-fi account, and it will be available to my Kawaii Rose members. So I've added memberships to my Ko-fi account, so if you want stuff like work in progress and you want my IbisPaint brushes or just some sketches or early access to the speed paint videos, you can become a Ko-fi member and you'll have all those perks. I've also added like some extra perks, like, you know, you can get an icon or you can get a chibi drawing that will be featured at the end of my videos along with your name as a credit, and, you know, as like a thank you for supporting me and my channel. If that's something you're interested in, the link is in the description below so you guys can check that out. Now that that's out of the way, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like my work and you'd like to show your support, you can donate to my Ko-fi account. Like I said, the link to that is in the description below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!